Hello and welcome to Dual Credit U.S. History B, Unit 5. There's some cool stuff in here, and I kind of feel like this is all stuff that has happened since I've been alive, which is kind of weird to regard it as history. Not all of it, but some of it for sure. Okay, so first of all, lesson 21 is about the Nixon years. First, it talks about the moon landing, and you have a discussion post, a discussion guide about the moon landing, okay? And it just has you watch this short video. They're actually, when I was in college, I actually wrote a paper about the moon landing being false. And being a hoax, which I actually don't believe that it was, but it was a fun paper to write. So, anyway, I just want you to watch this video and go through and tell me the reasons why people say that it's a hoax, and then what are how they explain those allegations, okay? Make sure that you highlight words that are unfamiliar and highlight the question that's most important to you. Tell me why, all of that, and then tell me why do you think it was a hoax or real, and how did it help to end the Cold War. Put those two together and you've got the stuff for the discussion guide. So easy peasy, guys. Super, super easy peasy. Okay. After talking about the moon landing, you will learn about Nixon's foreign policy. You'll learn about Watergate. You'll learn about just a lot of things that happened during the Nixon years. I'm not sure that he wouldn't have won for president anyway. After Watergate and after he resigned for his presidency, he was actually pardoned by President Ford. President Ford just saw that, this nation was going through enough stuff and didn't want to press charges or make it uglier than it already was. Okay. So then we have the Reagan Revolution. Reaganomics was the idea that implementing tax cuts, reducing government spending rules, and controlling money supply would encourage investment. So the whole idea was totally the idea of capitalism, okay? We don't want to go the way of communism, we want to go the way of capitalism. So that's what Reaganomics was. All right. And so you'll learn a little bit about what happened during Reagan's presidency. A big thing that happened during presidency was this that he went to Berlin and told them to take down the wall, to take down the Berlin Wall. And I read a super duper interesting article about this several years ago, and I found it for you guys to read. Yay! So I want you to go through this article and find out about what happened with the speechwriter who wrote that speech, and it's really interesting because they kind of went back and forth on what Reagan should say to make it happen, and finally decided on Gorbachev take down this wall. Okay, so I want you to go through, take some notes on it, highlight words that are unfamiliar, highlight the most applicable thing to you, tell me why, define the word, tell me why. And then tell me, do you agree with Reagan? Was it a bold move? And where would you go if you were the speechwriter in a situation like that? Okay, because it's kind of an interesting thing to look at, and to look at his job and to see, what he was doing. Okay. So then we go into a New World Order. Here's the picture of Reagan giving the speech, which is kind of interesting. So New World Order, and a big part of that was the end of apartheid in South Africa. Apartheid was the splitting of the races, okay, which is a big deal in South Africa. And then lesson 24 goes through Clinton's economics and what happened with with Clinton. Here's the Rodney King stuff, the Los Angeles riots. Those are also in 23. So that's kind of interesting. And those actually happened while I was alive. So that's interesting. And challenges of a new millennium, the history of the internet, the invention of that, President Clinton and his impeachment and what that meant. Okay. And then we talk about terrorism. We talk about school shootings and September 11th and all of that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions, please let me know and I will chat with you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.